σπίτι. Βρισκόμαστε στο Crystal Fountain, όπου το ελληνικό σπίτι έχει διοργανώσει ένα γκάλα, Fundraizing γκάλα, για να συγκεντρωθούν χρήματα για το τεράστιο έργο που γίνεται στο Scarborough, όπου θα χτιστούν 128 κλίνες και φαίνεται ότι ο κόσμος, όπως είδατε μέσα, ανταποκρίθηκε με μεγάλους χορηγούς, με μεγάλα ποσά, και τα υπόλοιπα θα τα δούμε σε λίγο από τον πρόεδρο, τον κύριο Φαναρά, που θα μας πει πιο πολλές λεπτομέρειες. Ο πρόεδρος θα μας εξηγήσει ακριβώς πού βρισκόμαστε στο ξεκίνημα αυτού του έργου, και στη συνέχεια θα μεταφερθούμε και στο χώρο όπου θα χτιστεί το καινούργιο τμήμα του ελληνικού σπιτιού, που θα με 128, όπως λέμε, κλίνες. Λοιπόν, ας ξαναπάμε μέσα για να ακούσουμε τι έχει να μας πει ο πρόεδρος.
More money for the Hellenic Home, I felt like one qualification. With your help, tonight's event will net $250,000 for the Hellenic Home. So I think this sort of puts to bed the notion that we're going to have 2,000 in less than 6 months. The people in this room care for the greater community and will support great causes like adding beds to a long-term facility. It also suggests that people like the park. Tonight, to help us celebrate, we have Pablo joining us, who also we want to thank for donating his time. And then later we will have this project, which will play more music. What a great name. And thank you all for coming. Enjoy the evening, and I'd like to ask
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil one.
Πάτερ ημών, ο
εν της ουρανής, αγιαστήτω το όνομά σου, ελθέτω η βασιλεία σου, γεννηθήτω το θέλημά σου, ως εν των ουρανών και της γης, των άρτων ημών των επιούσιων, δώσε μην σήμερον, και άφεση μην τα οφειλήματα ημών, ως και εμείς αφίεμαι στους αφελέτες ημών, και εμείς ενέγγις ημάς εις πειρασμών, αναρρίστε ημάς από το πονηρού.
Δόξα Πατρί και Υιό και Αγίο Πνεύματι, και νίκαια ή και εις τους αιώνας των αιώνων. Αμήν. Κύριε ελέησον, Κύριε ελέησον, Κύριε ελέησον, Πάτερ Άγιε ευλόγησον.
Κύριε Ιησού Χριστέ ο Θεός, ευλόγησον τους δούλους σου, και την πρόσεχη την πόσην αυτών, ότι σύρω ευλογών, τρέφων και αγιάζουν τα ζήματα Χριστέ ο Θεός ημών. Και εσύ δόξα να απέβομαι σε τον άρτο σου Πατρί, και το Παναγίο και αγαθό και ζωοποιό σου πνεύματι, νύχια ή και στους αιώνας των αιώνων. Χριστός Ανέστη και καλή όρεξη. Να είστε καλά.
Hello everyone. Thanks again. I'm sure you've enjoyed your dinner and you enjoyed that nice round of music from Pavlos. Thank you again. It's my privilege and honor to call upon our President and Chair of the Board of Directors, Mr. John Fundraizing, to say a few words.
Reverend Fathers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you all to the Hellenic Home's special fundraising dinner gala and to thank you for your continuous and dedicated support for our seniors. I also wish to express my sincere appreciation to our board and the ladies auxiliary of the home who dedicate so much of their time and love to our seniors, as well as our volunteers, donors, past presidents and board members, our business partners and our staff. I am pleased and very excited to report to you tonight that we have received all the necessary approvals from the Ministry of Long-Term Care and the City of Toronto, as well as the required financing from Canada Life to proceed with the construction of our new 128-bed long-term care facility in Scarborough. We have already commenced the excavation. Past presidents and board members, our business partners, and our staff. I am pleased and very excited to report to you tonight that we have received all the necessary approvals from the Ministry of Long-Term Care and the City of Toronto, as well as the required financing from Canada Life to proceed with the construction of our new 128-bed long-term care facility in Scarborough. We have already commenced the excavation, followed by the construction of the new facility. The project will be completed in 2 years. When we received the approval from the Ministry of Long-Term Care in April 2019, the estimated cost was $27 million. However, the cost kept escalated due to the COVID-19 pandemic and inflation. It was impossible to reach the organization and proceed with the construction without securing additional funds so that could move forward. After intense lobbying and planning with the government, we received all the required funding and approvals. The project total cost is estimated at $67 million, for which we will receive Ministry of Long-Term Care grants and construction funding over 25 years. Nevertheless, we have committed to raising $7.5 million towards our target to expand the scope of our services, the quality of our care, and our equipment in a state-of-the-art facility that will ultimately enhance our residents' Hellenic cultural experience. The official grand opening ceremony will take place on May 22, 2025 in the presence of the Minister of Long-Term Care and other invited dignitaries. This project is the costlier undertaking within the Greek community at large, and I am blessed that a very supportive board surrounds me. I want to thank our building committee. Please stand up and be recognized when you hear your name. Our co-chairs, Mr. Peter Xenias and Mr. Steve Mirkopoulos. And our committee members, Mr. Alex Alexakis, Mr. Michael Lavopoulos, and myself, oversee the project's planning and execution. Furthermore, I thank our architect, Mr. Leo Makrimigalos, his team, our legal counsel, Mr. Chris Zikas, and Mr. Paul Kronis. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give me a applause for applause. Over 800 people are currently awaiting admission in our facilities. This project is urgently needed for our community, and I invite you all to support this worthwhile endeavor. We owe it to our parents and grandparents to deliver these additional beds to them and to continue caring for our ailing population with dignity and respect. While the construction of our new facility in Scarborough is underway, we are still preparing the necessary details for the opportunity to deliver another 33 new long-term care beds at our Hellenic Home in Winona, for which we will update you soon. At this point, I wish to extend my sincere appreciation to Mr. Tony Mourakis for accepting the position of campaign chair, and together with our fundraising committee, which comprises Mr. Costa Alexiou, Mr. Mike Lavopoulos, Mr. Steve Mirkopoulos, Mr. Tom Noitsis, and me, we are working diligently to raising these much-needed funds. Tonight, we are grateful and blessed to be offered the generosity of Crystal Fountain, namely Kathy and George Christakis, Tim Kokoris, and John Kalogiannis, for donating the cost of this evening dinner. The families of Crystal Fountain have been working closely with the Hellenic Home for many years, and we are honored for their continued support. The tradition of philanthropy inherited from their families, the original partners, Jimmy Christakis, Tommy Kalogiannis, and the late Peter Kokoris, will always be cherished by all of us at the Hellenic Home. I also want to thank Pablo for accepting my invitation to travel from the West Coast and perform at this fundraising event at no cost to the Hellenic Home. Mr. Tom Noitsis for donating all the wine. The Greek media for promoting the event, Mr. John Maniatakos from CHTO 1690 AM and Odyssey TV, as well as Hellas News, Greek Press, and Peter Galiatzos. I also like to thank Trackwell Building Contractors, which is the company that will deliver the new building in 2 years, and we have them with us tonight. CMLS, the company we use to negotiate the project's financing with Sunlight, is also involved. Also, Anthi Flowers, thank you for donating the centerpieces for your tables. Finally, my sincere thanks go to Dr. George Christodoulou, Chair of the Gala Committee, and co-chairs Irene Hieroglidis and Irene Dotsekas. I do not have enough words to thank Irene Hieroglidis, particularly for spending endless hours calling people to come to this event, planning, coordinating, and arranging the city. Irene, we love you for your contribution. Finally, I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for celebrating with us tonight. Your dedication and support enable Hellenic Home to continually provide the best possible care and services for our seniors who are currently with us and for those who will make Hellenic their home in the future. Kindly look at the screen for the capital campaign donations. I also want to report tonight, contrary to what George said, the net amount is $300,000. And I would like to call Catherine Dean to present us with the check. Started. In the last 3 days, we have raised $2 million. And if I add the $300,000 from this event, we've raised in total $2,300,000. And enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Αυτές είναι αυτές.